standing with feet hip width apart, knees relaxed, hips in line, shoulders back and down. Imagine there's a string from the crown of the head pulling you up towards the sky, but keep the chin parallel. Place one hand on the chest, one just below the ribs. Now breathe in and out through the nose if you can comfortably, otherwise just breathe normally as you do. But try and aim the in-breath to the lower hand. Now placing the left hand on the thigh, reach up with the right, inhale, and exhale gently over to the side. Then swap the arms over. Inhale, exhale to the side. And swap again. Make sure you come back to the middle. Inhale, exhale. Now go a little bit further if it feels okay. And again, inhale and exhale. Going to do one more each side. So inhale, lengthen up first, and exhale over. And again, inhale and exhale. And bring that arm down. So just rolling the shoulders back, just within a comfortable range, and then forwards. Now we're going to come into a forward bend, so take the legs nice and wide, feet parallel. Now you can have the knees bent if you want to, but try and keep the thighs engaged. So we're just bringing the body halfway, so parallel to the floor or wherever you get to. But remember, nothing should hurt. So you inhale first and exhale, come forwards. So you'll find a deep stretch down the back of the legs and probably across the back. So one more inhale and exhale. And keep the head and neck relaxed. And coming back up. So we're going to work on a bit of balance, but also working through the lower joints. So we'll start with the left ankle. Now keep the belly button squeezed in and find a focus point, something still to stare at. So you can keep the leg low, or if you can, hold onto the knee and work the ankle joint there. You just circle one way and then circle the other. Go to the other side. So if you're struggling with the balance, it's okay to keep bringing that foot down. But if you find it quite easy, then hold onto the knee, lengthen up through the spine, and just circle the ankle one way and the other. Now onto the knee joint. So have the thigh parallel to the ground, and now just circling the lower part of the leg. Now keep the foot relaxed. And go the other way. So remember, keep that belly button squeezed in and the crown up towards the sky. And to the right knee. Just circle into that joint. So you can have the arm out to help with the balance if you need to. So just find what works for you. And working on the hips. So this should feel quite comfortable. If it doesn't, if it feels awkward, then just make smaller circles. It doesn't have to be a big movement, but just circle one way and then the other. And finally into that right hip. Circle around that hip joint and the other way. So for the standing pose, we're going to work on warrior 2. So turning that left foot 90 degrees, the back foot angles slightly towards the front foot. So we bend the left knee. You want the knee tracking in line with the toes and above the ankle if you can. Now trying to bring the hips facing forwards and have the shoulders in line with the hips. And bring the arms up to shoulder level. you're just looking along that front arm. So only go as far as feels comfortable. So if you're holding onto the breath, you're trying too hard. So make sure that back arm doesn't drop. And swap to the other side. So just turning the feet around. So set yourself up. So we're looking for a line from the back arch of the foot to the front heel. The hips and shoulders facing forwards, arms up to shoulder level. And when we're ready, we'll look along that front arm. So just find a position that doesn't feel too easy, but also isn't too difficult. So you may have to compromise a little bit depending on your body. So we're going to do one more each side. So you can shake the legs out in between and then come back to a wide stance. Turn that left foot, bend in that front knee. So just checking your posture first, so the knees in line, hips and shoulders facing forwards, arms shoulder level. So inhale and then exhale, turn the head. So if you haven't done much yoga, it's a good idea to use a mirror or maybe even video yourself, because you can't always tell what your pose looks like. I had no idea how weird my arm looked until I actually did this video. So you just never know. So I've just got a bit of hyperextension in my elbow, and that's just the way my body is. So other side. So setting yourself up, finding a compromise between the knee and the hip, because you may not be able to have the hips facing forwards to begin with. If you haven't done much yoga, it might take a while for these joints to become more flexible. So just be patient and practice. But if nothing else, remember to breathe. Bring the arms down, bring the feet back to hip width, and we'll finish with that good posture and the breathing. The shoulders back and down. Remember that crown pointing up towards the sky, but keep the chin parallel to the floor. One hand on the chest, one just below the ribs. So breathing in and out through the nose. Now if you feel comfortable, just close the eyes, just for about 5 breaths. And just see if you can feel that heartbeat with the upper hand. Now we'll open the eyes, arms down, and we're all done.